Australia, New Zealand YouTube stream brought to you as always by the Gameroos TeamSpeak server. With me in commentary is the ever powerful Pinball Wizard. How you doing, Wiz?
I'm very good, thank you.
You've joined the game, have you, mate? I can't see your name.
I'm in. I'm seeing a whole big list of names here. We're in the 3v3 tournament for F'd Up Friday, and we're looking forward to it. A few new faces, and it should be a good one.
It's going to be fantastic. Good round robin competition we had tonight. But we won't muck around. We're going to get straight into it. I'm going to join Spectre, and I'm going to let everyone know to join. You guys are right to join your teams now, please. This will be a best-of-3 final against these two teams. We've got the Cobras, Snake, Pulsey, and Auracrow, a new face, versus the Sheep, Jack, Mr. X, and Big Mitty. So we're just waiting on one more. There we are. Let's play some Rocket League. Got a two-man kickoff here. Big Mitty, Auracrow meet in the middle, but X is going to put it through the middle for Orange Team. Pulsey gets an excellent clearance later. Down into the orange corner. Big Mitty with an excellent clearance to return. Aura tries the wall run, but misses it. Flies back to the centre. Pulsey's turned around, but Big Mitty's going to meet it. That's straight in front of Jack, though. Jack's had a shot, but it's wide. Snake attempts the clearance and misses it. Jack goes up for the aerial. This is going to be close. He's just over the top of it. Pulsey and Auracrow are going to get the clearance. Oh, an explosion. Jack having none of it. Gets the explosion and the big boost in the side wall here. Pulsey's already back in defence, though. That was a quick turnaround. Helps when you get demolished. Now the blue team are wheeling back into the goals. They don't want a piece of anything risky. Auracrow attempts another wall run. That's two missed in as many seconds. Wiz, this is strong stuff here from the orange team.
Yeah, I mean, they're putting the pressure on. I'm starting to, it's too early to call it, absolutely. But, look, I'm starting to see the playstyles come out of the woodwork. Snake Boy's sitting in goals, and Auracrow's addicted to these wall runs.
Here we go. The orange team have tried the clearance, but it's been tipped in. That was a good shot from Auracrow, but Jack's managed to get the clearance. Snake Boy tries to get a piece of it, but flips underneath it. Misses the big boost too. Jack puts it straight into the middle across the goals, but Auracrow with an excellent clearance going straight to the orange goals, actually. This is going to be a hard stop for Mitty, but he gets it. Pops it straight up in front of the orange goals, though. Oh, Jack gets a second piece of it. Oh, tries to juke around Pulsey, but can't quite get it. Pulsey puts it back into the orange half. Big Mitty now with the clearance. Off the wall. Auracrow puts it back. Orange haven't quite cleared it yet. Still a lot of danger. That's a great pass, but Jack gets a straight clearance through middle field. Snake Boy's going to put it straight back, though. There he is, back in defence, just as you said, Wiz.
Yeah, that's it. Not a bad shot there, but a little bit to be desired on his aiming. Blue are turning it around here. I'm seeing a lot more pressure on the orange goals, and we'll see where it goes.
Big Mitty just puts it straight down to the blue wall there. Pulsey attempts the clearance but misses. Jack's now in front of it. Big Mitty with a nice block in the wall on Auracrow. 4 players go up for it in the end, but Pulsey's patient, waits from out of the goals, takes it down the left wing. Now he continues to drive, picks up the big boost. That's a nice play. Excellent centering ball. That's right in front. Auracrow tries for the aerial, but he's missed it. He's just in behind it. Jack's now going to attempts to dribble, but Pulsey gets a piece of it. It's still going to work out for Jack. It's heavily across field and now up the wall. Jack's already backed around to get it. Tipped it towards the blue goals, but I think that's a bit too hard for him there. Big Mitty now gets the putback from Blue's clearance. And an excellent shot there. What a great score from Big Mitty there, Wiz.
Oh, absolutely. Check this one out. Chips it high and long and immediately puts his own ball in. That's some next level play. I mean, we saw him last night. Was he in the finals? And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less.
Absolutely. Great goal from the orange team.
Can I just pull you up, Auracrow? I'm not familiar with this play. Was that a he or a she, that one?
No, Auracrow is definitely a fine gentleman.
Alright, sorry. I just heard rumours of a female player playing quite well this evening. So.
Oh, that's it. Speaking of very well, Pulsey with an excellent aerial goal to put Blue back in it. That's fantastic work there, Wiz.
Yeah, check this aerial out. The angle on this was steep. But look at the way he just pulls his ass around and just puts the car in the right direction. That's some next level stuff. I love it.
Pinpoint accuracy there. We've just gone over halfway. 2:28 remaining. 1-1. We've got ourselves a good contest. Snake Boy gets the better of the kickoff.
Here's a chance.
And that's a second tip straight at the goals. Big Mitty misses the. It's off the post. Blue have a chance, but it's a good clear in the end by Jack, although it's still sketchy. X gets the better clearance now. It's over Snake. Auracrow's behind it. Jack Romeo going to stop it there in the blue corner, but Auracrow's going to get the clearance in the middle. Now he's going to pick it up a bit harder with the aerial straight at the goals. Gets blown up for his effort. Thank you very much, Jack. I think Pulsey's hit the aerial strike into the orange corner and then has retreated from it. Orange don't want a piece of it though. Tips it over X, but Jack should get the clearance here. This is a good, fierce contest in both teams, Wiz.
Absolutely. I'm seeing some excellent aerial action from Auracrow and Pulsey. Snake Boy's sitting back and keeping quiet, but he's definitely doing some work back there. Nothing's gotten past him yet.
He's just tipped that one into the air as you speak there, Wiz. Good call. He's put it straight back into the orange half now. far corner. He's chasing it himself well out of defence. I'm not sure if him or Jack picked up the big boost in the corner there. Now Orogrove attempts the shot, but it's well wide off the orange clearance. Snake Boy misses the return. Now Oracrow puts it in front. Big Mitty's going to try the clearance and gets it, but it's not convincing. Jack's going to put another piece of it. Again, not convincing. It's still in front of the orange goals. Pulsey gets demolished by Jack in the process, but Pulsey's put it back into the orange half. Oracrow's now going to attempt to tip off the side, but he's going to miss it. All three orange defenders are back. Jack gets the clearance and the second touch. Aura's flying through the air. He's missed something there. Very, very tense stuff here in the middle here, Wiz.
Yeah, I love that play there. Aura took a long time to come down, and that through blew off. Oh, two
missed aerials there. Here they come now. The orange team's going to come up the far wing. Jack's attempted the centering ball, but it's just stopped dead. We're inside the last minute. Mr. X attempted a shot, but he's missed it. Big Mitty's now got the return. But Oracrow for the blue team up along the wall using his boost. Snake Boy's waiting patiently in the middle. That is an excellent centering ball. Will they go up for the shot? Big Mitty too quick, too fast for the clearance for the orange team. Oracrow puts it straight back though. It's bouncing nicely, but X, nice clearance off the wall into middle field. Oracrow crosses field. Jack's complaining of lag. This is not good for him late in this stage here. 25 seconds remaining. X tips it up, but that's more going to be a centering ball for blue. They both missed it though. Oracrow gets a nice centering ball. Again, Pulsey gets aerial. It's across the face of goal. This is dangerous for orange. They need the clearance here, Wiz.
Yeah, look, just a little bit earlier, Snake Boy was up there. I reckon Snake Boy needs to push the advantage here and try and help out his teammates, but he's been a bit late going for his aerials. I think he lost a little bit of confidence in that department, and I think it's costing the blue team.
Well, it's going to most likely dribble out to be a overtime match. It is. It's hit the ground there. 1-1. Very, very fierce contest here. It's gone all the way.
Alright, so Snake Boy kickoff here. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up, if he's going to rotate back to goals or if he's going to push the advantage.
He seems like he's being quite aggressive. That's an excellent centering ball from Pulsey, and he's going to finish his own pass to win the first game for the blue team. What a great goal there, Wiz.
Yeah, absolutely. Gets it right round. It hugs the wall, just like Snake Boy went for it there. I reckon if Pulsey hadn't got to it, Snake Boy would have put that away anyway. So that's a convincing goal. Very,
very convincing goal early in the overtime period. Great game there from the blue team. A little bit one-sided. You said that Snake Boy was sitting back in goals. You never get a lot of points when you're sitting back in goals. Mr. X there, speaking of not a lot of points, maybe he was doing a lot of defending too, because he's not featured on the points board, unfortunately. But a fierce game that could have gone either way. There was a lot of contests from both teams, Wiz.
Yeah, I'm really loving the pressure Oracrow's putting on. 3 shots there, and there was probably half a dozen more that didn't quite count because they're a little bit wide. So he's the man to watch for these striking shots.
Okay, all 6 players are ready. Pretty even. Oh, actually, I was about to say even in the statistics, but 6 shots to 1 for the blue team. 3 saves to 0 for the orange team. So it was, in terms of scoring, it was all one-way traffic. But the score at the end didn't really reflect that. It must have been very tight.
No, I think the game felt a little bit closer than their scoreboard might indicate.
Absolutely.
So I definitely think Orange were putting the pressure on. I think it could have gone either way despite the scoreboard numbers.
I think we're in your favourite stadium, mate.
I love Urban Central. I really dig the theme of this map.
With the carry car over the top, this should be a good second match. Hopefully we see a comeback here for the orange team so we can take it to a decider. We've had a few deciding 3-game finals lately. They've been fantastic to watch, Wiz.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's always exciting to see a 3-game match because anyone can win it, and if you get to a 3rd game that the teams are evenly matched, and that's what we really want to look for because even matches are entertaining, one-sided matches are not, and they're no fun for anyone. So
X has tried to clearance. Sorry to cut you off there, mate. X has tried to clearance, has put it straight in front of Oracrow. That's an easy goal for the blue team to take the lead early, only 16 seconds into this game.
Yeah, so that's Orange's mistake there. Mr. X just put it in the wrong direction. He would have been better off leaving it, but he's put it straight in front of his own goals, so bad luck.
Bread and butter. Pulsey's going to contest it. X, it's a lovely kickoff actually, but straight to Oracrow again. We've got the tip and tried the aerial, but Big Mitty having none of it, putting it straight back into the blue half, and then retreating for the boost. Pulsey and Snake are in goals. Pulsey will clear it. It's not convincing. Oracrow gets a nice second touch on that, though. That's continued down the right wing. Pulsey continues the drive. Jack and Big Mitty are both behind it. They're not sure what they can do with it. That's a nice, excellent, long, deep centering ball there from Oracrow. Pulsey can't get a touch to it. Snake Boy out of goals early and getting a nice return ball. X here. This is all blue traffic here, Wiz.
Yeah, Orange are struggling. I think there's a little bit of lack of communication or something, or just just unforced errors. I think more so. And Snake Boy's doing a good job of being in the right place at the right time to kick those balls straight back in their half.
Absolutely. Old Pulsey's made a nice little play there down the right wing. Snake Boy's now out of goal. Continue. That's going to be an excellent centering ball on the back post. It's going to be hard to stop. Pulsey with a fantastic aerial goal there to put his team up 2-0, Wiz.
Check this out. Pulsey sees this coming, sees it coming around, slams on the brakes just there near the boost spot and gets in the air early. And the angle on that and the control of the direction of his car was just magical. I love it.
That's a second excellent aerial goal there from Pulsey in this series. One in the first game, one in the second. 3:48 remaining. It's 2-0 the blue team. They could take this out in 2 games here, Wiz. We won't see the third deciding final, especially if Aura Crow does that. Caught this commentator off guard, Wiz.
Or a crow nail in the coffin here. I think we're starting to see the start of a landslide, as we were talking about last night. Once a team gets that momentum, it can be really demoralising for the opposition. And if you're on a good run, 3-0 with only a minute 50 in, you're really going to start putting pressure on. And I think this is almost all over.
Almost all over. We won't curse it just yet. Big Mitty gets a nice clearance out of there for the Orange team. It gets a second touch back into the goal. Snake Boy's stuck in the wrong spot there. X with an excellent put in there to get the Orange team on the board.
Yep, I spoke too soon.
Maybe.
Mr. X saw that one coming, and he's absolutely foot down to the accelerator to get to that in time. Only barely made it, but a good shot nonetheless.
Snake Boy got confused by that ball tipping off the corner of the goals there. 3-1, 3:29 remaining. It could still come back to Orange team here. They've got plenty of time. But Blue, very, very strong again. That's a nice clearance into the Orange half. Both defenders, that's terrible defending by the Orange team. Both players going for it and missing it terribly. Jack's had to clear it out, thankfully. Pulsing with a lovely aerial ball. Unfortunately, it wasn't on target. That's gone to the Orange corner. Aura Crows now attempting the centering ball but misses it. Pulsey gets the second centering ball, but that's right in front of some Orange defenders. They're going to get a big clearance now. Snake Boy back in defence. Excellent clearance himself down into middle field. Big Mitty attempts the aerial. That's a great aerial across field. We're seeing some good attack here and good counter attack here from the Orange team, Wiz.
Yeah, I'm just loving this aerial play in this game. I didn't expect it from these players, and they're actually delivering in spades the high flying stuff, and it's really entertaining to see.
Absolutely close.
Once again, I got to mention Snake Boy's positioning. He's really playing the defense. That's his spot. He's chosen it, and every time I see him come out of goals to get a clearance, he's turning straight back around and getting back where he needs to be. A+.
Aura Crows just missed that there on the wing. Jack was in front of it, but he's missed it as well. As a good clearance there for the blue team. Now they're attacking, but Big Mitty's going to put it straight back into the Orange. That's a good centering ball on the front post. Snake Boy's in the right spot. Gets the jump, misses the jump. Everybody's missed it there. Aura Crow ends up getting the clearance. 3 Orange cars had an attack there. Jack blows up Pulsey in a bit of frustration maybe, but Aura Crow's put that straight on goals. Big Mitty's thankfully back for the Orange team to clear the ball away. Now X and Mitty, that's terrible communication. They've goosed that shot and put it straight in front of Snake. He had an open shot there from his own half, but he's missed it unfortunately off the far post. Pulsey's now going to attempt the clearance, but doesn't get it. Jack now gets the clearance into the blue half, but Snake Boy, again, good positioning, gets the clearance out. X and Aura Crow meet on the wing, but it tips up. Here we go. This might be a play here for the Orange team. Jack's tipped it the wrong way. That's unfortunate for the Orange team, and Blue going to get the clearance. They're running out of time here. Where's the Orange team? They've got to get going.
Snake Boy destruction there. I think the Orange team are starting to get a bit physical here. I sense a little bit of frustration.
Good
Excellent save by Mitty there. His aerials are absolutely on point, Mitty. I've seen him play a few big games now. What's that? Is that an AFK?
I think so, because there was no movement from Pulsey.
Yeah, Pulsey. A little bit of movement there. I don't know what he's doing. He must be AFK because he wouldn't have missed that. No way.
That's a makeable save. That's Okay, we've got lag claims from Pulsey on the chat there. It's given Orange a chance. They're only 1 goal away now, just over a minute to play. Orange team get the clearance, but it's straight into Snake Boy, who puts it across field, trying to keep it in. Big Mitty and Snake meet on the corner. Mitty gets a little bit of benefit and continues, still getting just a little bit of benefit from here, but Aura Crow, excellent aerial, straight towards the goal. That's a great goal from Aura Crow from his own half. That's a fantastic goal, Wiz.
Check out where he starts this. He starts that from far corner, almost halfway up the field, hops it high, and just chips it over everyone. Completes his own play.
Great goal there. That's
next level stuff.
I won't say nail in the coffin, but 4-2, just over a minute remaining, with a game in hand. This might be Blues to win. Blues to lose, I should say. Aura Crow now with an excellent wall run and the centering ball.
Here comes Pulsey, he'll be in the air.
Unlucky for Pulse, he maybe came at him a bit too quick because that's gone wide. Jack tries to get it at the clearance. Auracrow puts it straight back in the goals. Just constant pressure from this blue team. Very, very strong. Orange haven't had an answer for it yet. They're running out of time to get one. Jack now stops it in the middle, but Pulsey gets the clearance back into the orange half. Big Mini now gets the clearance, tries to run it down the corner, but tips it up into the middle. Auracrow with an excellent aerial over the top. Put it back in there, pressure. All three orange cars are only metres away from each other. There's a lot of stress here. Big Mini with an excellent shot. That might just be a lucky goal there. No! Pulsey gets that fantastic stop. Jack tries to put it away, but is this too high? And it's cleared out of the blue goal. That could have given Orange team a chance, but I think the game is done here now. 10 seconds remaining. Auracrow gets the clear. Big Middies put it down into the blue half. This needs to go in. This needs to go in now. And it's missed. Unfortunate for the Orange team. They cannot win. It's going to hit the ground anytime soon, and that is done. Blue team, dominant. Fantastic game from the blue team to win the finals. Whiz.
Yeah, look, I think blue team absolutely had it over the orange team on raw skill, and the teamwork was just phenomenal. Really, blue's positioning just, was all over orange. It's orange. They were crowding the ball. They didn't know who was taking the kicks, but blue always knew their positions. Aurora and Pulsey up front, Snake Boy in the rear with the gear. And yeah, I think the teamwork really brought it together for blue team. If orange had got their communication together a bit more and figured out their positioning, I reckon we would have had a more even match, but blue took it away.
It's interesting to see the statistics there before we go. Blue team only getting 6 shots to orange at 7. They actually beat them on the shot count and the save count too. So the goal scoring must really just reflect the accuracy of Auracrow and Pulsey in their goal scoring there was.
Yeah, like I said last match, Auracrow was definitely the man to watch here. 5 shots, and he would have had another 3 or 4 that didn't quite count.
Yeah.
Him and Pulsey are always getting in the air early and putting those things away. It's really fun to watch.
Well, that was fantastic work. That was a quick stream. We only streamed the final tonight. We didn't touch the semis, and it's done in 2. So one of our quicker streams, I hope, but still an entertaining final. Some excellent fireworks there from the blue team. Well done. Commiserations to the losers, the sheep. Unlucky boys, but we're going to wrap it up there, Wiz. To everybody watching at home, the TeamSpeak server that we organise all these tournaments on is on the top left-hand side of your screen, the Gameroos TeamSpeak server. So get on there if you own the game, you want to get involved with all these tournaments that we play. All the details of the tournaments and all the results are on our Facebook page, which is at the top right-hand side of the screen. So you can see everything that we do there, pictures of the final, all our winners. It's about to be updated in the next half an hour or so with tonight's results. So get involved. You've got plenty of options there. We're going to be happy to see you. Wiz, thank you very, very much for all your help tonight, mate. Yeah,
and it's worth mentioning that the Gameroos TeamSpeak servers, it's not just Rocket League. So if you're into Rocket League, but we've got a big community of Ark Survival Evolved players. They love it down there. They've got their own little area, and they're on every night. And even when we're not playing Rocket League, if you've been knocked out of the tournament early, there's people playing all sorts of stuff, and it's just a good place to meet people.
It's a fantastic game.
Give it a go.
It isn't just Rocket League, but we are playing Rocket League, and they're watching the Rocket League stream. So we'll talk about Rocket League as the Facebook page and whatnot. It is a fantastic community, I will say, and we're constantly getting new players, excellent people. So get involved. That's all we can say. Again, Wiz, love your work. Thank you very much for your help tonight.
Pleasure as always.
And safe driving. Thanks, guys. See you again.